Before the video starts, I just want to say thank you guys for the recent support in my videos, because this has really been a wonderful experience. And yeah, but anyways, I want to address to you this thing. Yes, this is I mean, you get it, yeah. Big bar, way too big. Bottom bar, non-existent. So if you guys could help me change that, that would be very appreciated. Also, this was streamed live on twitch.tv/Prime Minister Chicken, so if you want to be part of any future videos and the chat box, you can. Anyways, on with the video. Okay, let's just get right into it then. Okay.
All aboard the train to Sodor, where the trains are mistreated and the town is run by a diabolical man.
Okay, so I didn't completely specify what I'm gonna do. I'm actually just gonna say how wrong this is, turns out, actually, because Thomas is not scary, Thomas is great, and yeah, so yeah. Well, in the first...
Aboard the train to Sodor, where the trains are mistreated and the town is run by a diabolical man.
First 5 seconds, we already have a problem. The tower trains no, the trains are not mistreated. I don't know where they're getting this information, and Sir Topham Hatt is the opposite of a diabolical man in many, many ways. But I'll continue. I don't want to keep pausing it. It's too much.
Man, no, I didn't just make that up. That's
You did just make that up. Definitely, you did just make that up.
basically what the show Thomas the Tank Engine is all about. Hey everyone, welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10, and welcome to today's video. I'm your host, Lindsay Ivan, and today I'm bringing you the top 10 scary Thomas the Tank Engine theories.
Whoa,
so,
these are gonna
Thomas
be so
the Tank
scary.
Engine, another show I would never have expected to be scary.
Because it's
but
not.
here we are. Again, let me know in the comments below which show you want me to do a theory on next. Starting off this countdown, we have the tortured trains.
I mean, yeah, it's just completely out there. I was gonna say, like, maybe I do see it, but I do not see it whatsoever. I thought it was gonna be something way more reason. But tortured trains? My god. Okay. We'll see what this is.
Now, this isn't so much a theory as it actually happens in the show. So,
No, it doesn't. It really doesn't.
basically, if these trains are deemed unworthy or are no longer useful, then they end up being scrapped or dismantled, aka they're killed.
that's
Throughout
what
numerous
happened in
episodes, you
real life,
even
but
see
no,
this
that
happen.
didn't.
There was one episode where they literally pulled the train apart into pieces. They hoped
Man, I love how they don't name the episode, but I think I know which episode it is. And if I'm right, then the character being pulled apart isn't, it really isn't even a train. It's actually, wait, let me search it up. Scruffy. Okay, wait, where is it? Okay, here it is, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah, so this is what happened. It's, yeah, see, like, look at this. He was put back together in the episode, I believe, which is like, yeah, so let's get back to it. This is complete nonsense, and I love it because of how wrong it is.
him up to another train, and that train kept going until they ripped him in half. Like, how messed up is that? Or you have a train that was turned into a generator and his corpse was stuck behind a shed.
Oh my god, I love this episode. Okay. You may think I'm crazy, but like it does sound bad when you first hear it, but it's like okay, wait, let me search it up. Smudger. Right here. So basically, Smudger was something that, or a guy who appeared when they were on the what's it called? I am so stupid right now. The Mid-Soto Railway. Yes, I totally knew that, and I didn't have to search it up to refresh my memory, but I did actually, yeah. So basically, yeah, and then so he did really bad. Like, I've seen some episodes on YouTube made by like fans where he like was turned into a generator because he like killed someone, but I don't want, you know, like being taken down on Twitch. Don't want that, right? So yeah, he was pretty much, the manager tried to help him get better, but he never learned, so he was put behind the shed as a generator because he was just so bouncy and a bad engine. So like, yeah, that's pretty much what happened to Smudger and why he was put back there in the first place. But Grandpuff in those episodes, you really should watch that, yeah.
There he just lives motionless for the rest of his life. The trains are terrified of this or worse things happening.
I forgot about something. So my own headcanon is that Smudger was actually turned into Bertram. And then, so this engine is actually Smudger, I think, because, see right there. I know there's like a YouTuber that also believes this. I mean, I am a YouTuber, but like, yeah. I think Bertram is the little engine that fell off the old iron bridge and Duncan gets spooked, but as well, before that, he was Smudger, because I think when Thomas tells the story of Grandpuff and that stuff, he says that the engine was once stolen from the back of the shed and never seen again, which is even more reinforcing my points. And so that means I do not know where Proteus came from, and I do not think he's the engine that fell off the iron bridge. Yeah, it's been a minute and 9 seconds and I've stopped the video like 50 times. The stream's already 12 minutes, jeez. I mean, it was on the start screen for like 3 minutes, but that's insane. Wow. Okay, I'll continue now.
To them, and they live in constant fear. In one episode, you have the train named Hyro.
What? I'm dying. Hyro. Jeez. Wow. I love how people know how to pronounce names. It really... Wow. Hyro. That sounds perfectly correct. I love how correct that is. It's really great.
Hyro is shown living and hiding out in the woods since he is terrified that he is too old and will be deemed useless and then murdered. Or
okay, let me change that. So basically there's an entire movie plot around this, but so basically I'm spoiling the movie if you don't want to hear it. It's called Hero the Rails. In that movie, Hero is pretty much a really old engine, the first engine on Sodor, quote unquote, in the CGI series. And he broke down once, and then parts were hard to obtain because he's from Japan. You can probably guess that the island of Sodor is not in Japan. But yeah. And then pieces were hard to obtain, so they just left him there. And like, yeah. And then throughout the story, Thomas tries to help Hero by getting parts from the steamworks, and they try to save him. So I think it wasn't actually that bad of a movie, even though some people say it wasn't great. But anyways, yeah.
how about the episode where the manager of the railway totally harassed the train James? He painted him pink so that people would just...
The pink was an undercoat, thank you very much, and he had to get the undercoat so it could be painted red, and that he was needed somewhere on the railway. So yeah, it's not like trains have to work because after all they are trains, right?
Just laugh and make fun of him. As a result, James was humiliated and spent the whole episode hiding in a tunnel. How messed up is that? Coming in at number 9, we have the
Okay, maybe he did spend the whole episode hiding in a tunnel, but I can assure you, he didn't. So Topham Hatt needed him to do something, and he just so happened to get his undercoat, and then was going to get his red paint after. So, I mean, there's actually an episode or a book in the Railway series when Henry was having his red undercoat, and it's just really wrong. I find it funny how wrong it is, but yeah.
Psychiatric hospital child.
Okay, I was so busy harping on the other thing that I did not even realize what's on the screen. Psychiatric hospital child. Wow, isn't that just so innovative? Such a good name, isn't it? That's such a great theory.
Now, people have a theory that Thomas the Tank Engine is literally just a child playing with his train set. I mean,
well, that's an expensive train set, I can tell you, because the models they used are very expensive and very big. And if you actually just search this up, creator of Thomas the Tank Engine TV, or whatever it's called, is okay. That's not that. No, he's the creator of the Railway series. I just wanna creator of Thomas the Tank Engine, the show. Maybe that'll work. Nope, it did not work. Well, you get the idea. What I'm trying to show you is that Britt Allcroft, aka this person, it's made Thomas and Friends a thing, and like started with this, and it's just that's dumb, but whatever, you know.
I mean, this would explain why there's only one voice for all of the characters, and
okay, I think this is very funny to me. If you're not a Thomas and Friends fan, you won't get this. But this is the CGI. This is the CGI part of Thomas, right? So this is when they actually had their own voices. Like, they have all their own voices now. I mean, like, it all in just go happen, and then we know what happened then. That's bad. But this CGI season, whatever you want to call it, they all had their own individual voices. Like the model series, they didn't have. They had one narrator, and he was a man. He was not a child. What do you think? They got the nurse to read this. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's just so wrong. I've already proven it wrong, but it's just so funny to me how wrong it is.
often it's in third person. It's the child explaining the story.
That's called a narrator. I don't know if you've ever read a book before or like listened to anything. The narrator narrates the story. It's kind of like a new concept if you've never read a book or like done anything before. But a narrator, let me teach you something. A narrator is like the guy who reads a story or the person who reads a story and like tells a story, you know? So that's what a narrator is, and he's actually a man, not a child, okay? Okay. I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
It also explains why the trains talk but don't move their faces, just their eyes.
That's because they're models. That's because this is a model. This is not CGI. This is just a model, man.
This is also why the human characters remain motionless. So
they're wood blocks. That like this is a model set, and the humans are blocks of wood. Okay, they're painted blocks of wood. So yeah. Yep. Continue.
People think that this child is locked in a psychiatric hospital.
Okay, I'm sorry if you believe in this, but is your head, when your head fell off, did it like get sewed on backwards or something, or did the brain fall out? Like, how do you come up with this stuff? Like, what?
And the only toys he plays with are these ones. The child has a very sadistic mind and tortures these trains. In fact, the child imagines himself as Sir Topham, the controller of the trains. He then lashes out at the trains, often destroying them. The hospital is trying to get the boy to control his dark thoughts through play, but he can't, so he always ends up killing the trains. At number 8, we have...
If he always wait, no, I'm not gonna watch that right now. If he killed the trains, then every Thomas episode would have been, like, that would have been, I would say that would be really dark, but that's not what the show is about. By the way, Happy New Year, everybody. I forgot to mention that. Yeah. So, Happy New Year, and let's keep watching.
But he can't, so he always ends up killing the trains.
Oh, that's just wonderful to know. But he doesn't do that, and he doesn't even exist.
At number 8, we have The Trains Are Human.
Okay, wait, I want to hear what she has to say, because this really, I know, it could be really good. I'm joking, obviously, this is gonna be horrible, but let's just give it a chance, alright? By the chance, I mean, shut up while I'm talking. I didn't even click the button, okay? Okay, I see where she is not going because it's the stupidest thing ever, but let's listen. And now I'll let you talk, okay?
That's right. People have theorized that the trains were once real people. These people are now trapped inside the trains' bodies and can no longer control themselves. They can only move their eyes and they can't even speak on behalf of themselves. So, how did these people become trains?
Okay, before you get onto that video, stupid person, let me just search up a clip. One of my favorite episodes, Henry Gets the Express full episode. We'll watch that one. Let's look.
Gordon was not having anywhere near as much fun as Henry.
Why is it only the second part of the episode? This is not good. I want this. This will go with this. I did not click on that. I don't think. I did actually. I clicked on this one.
Henry
What's
gets
moving?
the
His
express.
face is moving. This is CGI. This is what it's been for so long.
Early one morning,
He's
all the
moving.
engines
Stop,
were
look,
leaving
this is
Tidmouth
CGI.
sheds to start work
This
on
is
the rail.
CGI.
All that is, except Gordon.
Hurry up, lazy bones, or you'll be late to pull the express.
I'm not ready, Thomas. You'll just have to tell the Fat Controller. My firebox needs cleaning.
Your firebox? Why didn't you have it cleaned out last night?
No, I was too tired.
Well, don't be surprised if the Fat Controller asks somebody else to pull the express today.
Ha! Nonsense! Who would he ask?
Henry's pulled it before.
Well, he'd hardly manage it now. No offense, Henry, but it's very difficult. You have to know all the stops, keep control at high speed. It isn't a job just any old engine can do.
Ignore him, Henry. Gordon just likes to think he's special. Good morning, sir. Gordon asked me to tell you that he's going to be late because he's having his firebox cleaned out.
His firebox?
His firebox?
Now?
I know, sir.
No.
I did say you might need someone else to take the express. I thought of Henry, but Gordon doesn't think he can do it.
Of course Henry can take the express. Splendid idea, Thomas.
Do you really think I should, sir?
Definitely, Henry. And it'll teach Gordon a lesson too.
So Henry set off with the express. At first he was a little nervous, but he soon began to enjoy himself.
Express coming through!
this episode is cut into, honestly. It's weird. Very, very weird. But yeah. I think this is like
Gordon was not having any way.
And now he has to do Henry's work. And then does
At the end of
and then
off
since
again.
he doesn't do this, since he doesn't do his work, then like he has to pull.
I should never.
He has to pull Flying Kittens for Henry. Yeah, I like that episode, but yeah, so I don't really remember. What are we?
Can't even speak on behalf of themselves. So how did these people become? They're trapped inside. They can't even speak.
Trains. They can move and they do speak.
Speak on behalf of themselves. So how did these people become trains? Well, people believe that Sir Topham is an evil scientist that had a bunch of henchmen working for him.
You know what? I don't even think I need to refute that, honestly. If I'm being completely honest, I don't think I need to. I feel like that speaks for itself why it should not be that way.
When these humans were no longer useful, he turned them into trains. And when they're no longer useful as trains, he kills them. Another theory is that there was an explosion at a nuclear power plant. As a result, all the workers turned into these weird gray blobs with everything being paralyzed but their eyes. Now, in order to preserve them, Sir Topham placed them on trains, and that's why the trains have gray
Gray blobs. I think that's the stupidest assortment of words I've heard all day. I think it is. If I'm being 2000% honest, that is very, like, the stupidest assortment of words I've heard all day.
faces. Moving on at number 7, we have the slaves.
That was the sound of me you know the one emoji? I don't know what it's called. It's you slapped your hand on your forehead because you think this is so stupid. I don't know what it's called. I just don't know. But this is... Wait, I just realized we've only gone through 3 minutes and I've been recording for 23. This is gonna take a long time to edit, is it not?
So, people believe that these trains are slaves. Every day they have to work their hardest to avoid death. They are constantly worrying.
Where shall I start? Well, first of all, a train is a train. Alright, so I don't know if you understand what a train does, but they deliver stuff. So, like, a passenger train has to deliver passengers. And passengers need to get to their destination, which they use the train service. And why do you think engines want to be really useful engines? They want to be really useful engines because they want to work for Sir Topham Hatt. Sir Topham Hatt is really nice. He is the only place. Sodor is a safe haven for steam engines, quote unquote. So steam engines are glad that they are there, and they're glad that they're allowed to work there. So they work their hardest because, yeah. If they don't, then they wouldn't get to work anywhere else. It's not like another buyer would want a steam engine, because steam engines are only like historical things now. I'm a big Thomas and Friends fan, as you can see. I'm making this video, and yeah. Anyways,
that they will be deemed useless, because once they're considered useless, then they're sentenced to death. So
I don't know why she keeps saying that. I know why, But I just click the button. Oh, okay, we're gonna go back to here then. Okay. Sentenced to death is what the model is right now. Okay, we're just gonna say that they're not sentenced to death. In many episodes, trains do wrong, but what does Sir Topham Hatt do? It's like, yeah. So, how do I say this? The engines want to work really hard because there's been many episodes in Thomas and Friends explaining how it gets boring staying in a shed all day. They want to work. They want to do stuff. They want to, yeah. Thomas wanted to see the world. He didn't want to stay in a shed. He didn't even want to stay in the yard. So they don't do that stuff. They enjoy working, is what I'm trying to say. And they do not get sentenced to death at all. No, that never happens. No.
They all have been instilled with this fear in order to make them work harder. These trains are literally overworked, and they always have to do as they're told.
They are trains. They are trains. I don't know how much I have to emphasize this. Okay, let me just, if this person ever sees this stream or watches this video, why would a train be sitting in a shed the entire day when they're fully operational? That's like saying, hey, you're a truck driver and you have a job, but you should stay in bed all day. They're not doing their job. It's like the train is supposed to do trains and they're not overworked. They're happy to be really useful. Yeah.
Sounds like slavery to me.
I'm not even gonna say anything about that.
They don't get a say in the matter. It's literally they work or they get killed. Coming in at number 6, we have the apocalypse. So,
did she just say apocalypse? You know what? I'm just gonna listen, and I'm gonna say how everything with this is wrong in a bit.
This theory believes that this show takes place in a post-apocalyptic train depot. So apparently this area is
post-apocalyptic. Well, that sounds just wonderful and so true.
the only safe zone out there. In fact, in one of the Thomas books, it reads, engines on the other railway aren't safe now. Their controllers are cruel. They don't like engines anymore. They put them on cold, damp sidings and then they cut them up.
Yeah. So, I mean, Thomas isn't afraid to present dark themes like Duncan Gets Spooked and like the books in or the stories in Duke the Lost Engine, or Grandpuff, or on the Mid-Sodor, that was dark and stuff like that. They present those ideas, but it's true. In real life, they didn't. Like, in real life, if you have eyes and you live in this world, then you're able to see that trains on other railways, steam engines are almost never seen. I could. How
mortifying is that? And how is
Shut
that
up. Okay. How many steam trains are, I'm so good at spelling, are operational on the CP Rail, Canadian Pacific Railway? Okay, here. Let's see. Okay. Throw train, okay, yeah. Look at that date, by the way. It's very recent, totally very recent, like yesterday pretty much. This is a Royal Hudson, yeah. Okay, yep. Wow, these pictures are so cool. Can you see these? I can't, but they're so cool, right? Horse blah 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 blah. Okay, yeah, yeah. Okay, I would read all this. Yeah. Okay, yep. Yeah, I know about that one. Yep, I just want the number. Where's, like, I can't. Wow, it's just so wonderful. I can totally see the photos. Okay, we're operating steam engines. Okay, let's see. Let's see this. Let's see. Okay, I'm waiting. Okay, that's 1. I guess that can be 2, even though I can. Okay, never mind. There we go. Okay, we're on 1. Okay, 2. 3. Okay. Okay. Okay, 1, 3. Okay, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, 6. Okay. 7. Okay. Yeah. I'm already half done, and then we've seen like what, 10? Oh, this is decommissioned. I actually went, no, it's like broken in a million pieces. I actually went to the Alberta Railroading Museum in Stettler, and it was broken apart. But yeah, I'm not hating on this, but I wish there were more. I do definitely wish there were more, because I am a steam enthusiast. But as you can see, there are not many. Okay, there are not many. All right. You see what I'm getting at? Wait, let me. End of steam in UK. Okay. Look at this year. This was a long time ago. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me find images. I need to find the image. Okay, that's not the image. Okay. Where is it? Oh, this. Nope, not it. The end of steam, baby, that? No, that's not it. Remembering steam? No, I do not see anything. But yeah, I do get there are definitely still some steam locomotives in commission that are mainline certified in the UK. But like overall, a lot were scrapped. And when I say a lot, I mean a lot. By the way, if you are watching still and enjoying, feel free to follow if you want. But it's totally up to you. Yeah.
Even in a children's book. Now, this town still treats the trains pretty poorly. So it makes me wonder, if we think that this is bad, then how worse is it out?
They are treated like gods on Sodor. I'm not joking. Like, they're treated very well, is my point. It's like, this is not true. This is so not true. I don't know what else to say. This is just not true at all. Like, they are treated very good. Very good. Maybe not as a god, as I just said, but they're treated very good. This is one scene. Look, they're even smiling. They're smiling.
Side of town. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with Thomas's.
Okay, this may be the stupidest one yet. How could a train have
PTSD. So Thomas is probably the most well-known train out there. He's even described as being the cheeky one. But turns out that Thomas actually suffers from PTSD. So let me give you the theorized background on Thomas. Thomas was built in 1915 during World War I. That means he would have gone through intense labor during this time. Then later on you have the Great Depression, when railways were at their peak in the UK. Again, Thomas was overworked. Then you have World War II, in which he saw his friends being blown up from bombs. Thomas has been through and witnessed a lot. All of these factors has caused him to become traumatized. As a result, he has regressed and gone back to his childlike state. This is where he feels the safest. But it causes him to constantly act like a child, and he doesn't know how to stand up for himself. Poor Thomas. In our fourth spot,
I think that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Yeah, Thomas, when was Thomas? When were E2 steam engines built in the UK? What year was it? I just want to make sure. Uh-huh. What year did she say again? I already forgot.
in which
these
factors of this or you have just lived happening. Cairo is shown shed are these ones. Now in Orton's book. Now I said to be Orton's book. Now this town still treats the worst PTSD. I'll give you the theorized background on Thomas. Thomas was built in 1915 during World War I. That means he would have gone through intense labor during this time. Then later on you have the Great Depression, when
Okay, the Great Depression. Well, let's check Thomas's history really quickly. Yeah, he was built in 1915. Yep, that's totally true. Where did he live? The island of Sodor. In any of Audrey's books, did they ever mention Thomas seeing trains being blown up? No, he didn't really, honestly. No, that's not. No. And plus, he's on Sodor with other engines. Plus, a train normally doesn't get overworked. And, Thomas... How do I say this? Thomas is a train, and Thomas as a train pulls trains because he likes it. And because he is on a railway, a running railway. I don't want you to leave that thought, of course. Thomas was not overworked. He was built at that time, and he did not see his friends Okay, yeah, I've already disliked this video, but you
railways were at their peak in the UK. Again, Thomas was overworked. Then you
already said that's wrong.
have World War II, in which he saw his friends being blown up
Not true.
from bombs. Thomas has been through and witnessed a lot. All of these factors has caused him to become traumatized. As a result, he has regressed and gone back to his childlike state.
I mean, that's kinda true if you consider all engines go. But that's Mattel's fault, you know? Yeah, that's not really Thomas's fault. Plus, this is in a whole different era of Thomas and Friends now. We're in a whole different era. I'm just gonna search up Henry because Henry is my favorite character. And he just looks like Gordon. They try... Okay, look at this photo. Okay, look at this photo, and then look at... Let me find Gordon. That is Henry? No, it isn't. Nah, not happening. Okay. Being a recolored of... I mean, yeah, he pretty much just is Gordon in All Ninjas Go. I have watched a little bit of All Ninjas Go. Yeah, okay, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Uh-huh, yeah. Oh, yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. Wait. They've already made a movie? Wow, I cannot wait to see how bad that is. Anyways, let's get back to this.
Date. This is where he feels the safest, but it causes him to constantly act like a child and he doesn't know how to stand up for himself.
Thomas is not a child, but sometimes, yes, he is acting. He does act very stupid. I will agree with that.